Hello, good day. Today's topic is about technology. Definitely, I have a question to ask you. It's about technology. What is technology? In many villages and towns in developing countries such as Nigeria, for example, children busy themselves constructing many things for fun or to solve some problems. For instance, some children make kites to fly for fun. Others, especially in sections of urban areas where water is scarce, building wheelbarrows so that they can carry heavy jerry cans of water from distant water taps to their homes. In other areas, children engage in more complex constructions. In the adult world, people in various communities make holes, knives for farming, guns, traps for hunting, and buildings for shelter. They also have many methods of providing food, clothing, transport. In developed countries like America and Britain today, there are highly sophisticated methods of transportation, food transportation and processing, communication, provision of shelter and protection against cold and diseases. All such methods and processes are aspects of technology. Technology involves the methods and processes by which people produce and process what they eat, drink, and wear. They also provide shelter for themselves and communicate with one another and with others and also with themselves. They goods and material from one place to another, defend themselves from internal and external enemies, tap their material resources, ensure good health for the people and animals. Now, we have different kinds of technology, and there are some differences between technology, which are undeveloped technology and developed technology. Now, let's go straight to undeveloped technology and developed technology. In an undeveloped technology under farming, there are uses of cutlasses, hoes, harvesting, and by hand. While in developed technologies, there is a use of tractors and combine harvesters. Now, in food preservations, in undeveloped technology, they only do drying, but in a developed country, they use refrigeration, freezing, canning, etc. Now, in fishing, in undeveloped countries, they make use of hooks and nets, while in developed countries, make use of sophisticated and fast-moving fishing vessels. In transportation, in undeveloped countries, they use horses, donkeys, horse-drawn carts. For example, in Nigeria, while in developed countries like in America and in Britain, there is the use of motor cars, trains, aircraft, ocean liners, and so on. In communication, oral messages and letter writing. While in developed countries, there is telephone, telex, radio messages, fax, internet, etc. Now, I want to talk about personal development of technology. Technology is developed and not necessarily transferred as many people think. People develop technology when they improve the knowledge, the skills, procedures for making and using and doing things. The developed technologies we have today did not appear overnight. They went through decades and even centuries of refinement. They are products of years of hard work, dedication to duty, positive attitudes towards the world of work, patience, endurance, effort, discipline. The development of motor cars probably started with wheeled carts drawn by horses. Later, people started thinking about building power into coaches instead of pulling them by external forces like horse. From that thought, automobile and steam engines developed. The first ones were obviously crude and inefficient, like George Stephenson's first steam cars. But as people devoted more time into improving their knowledge and skills, the modern car, diesel, and electric railway engines came into being. Do you want to help develop your country technology? Then, a comprehensive system of education, such as that was introduced in Nigeria from 1982, will afford you an opportunity. This new system contains a very important group of subjects which can be described as technology subjects. Technology subjects at my little age were including technical drawing, metalworks, woodworks, electricity, electronics, plastic, ceramic buildings, and etc. These subjects are very, very important as they deal with how to apply knowledge, skills, and process involved in the solution of man's problem. Other subject areas such as arts and science deal with the discovery of what exists. For example, the nature and characteristics of properties of our physical and biological environments. But technology uses the knowledge, the skills gained from the science to provide things that will make life more comfortable for man. These things include increased production and distribution of food, better clothing, solid and more comfortable buildings, good roads, safer and more comfortable means of transport, good health facilities. You can contribute in providing one or two of the above by studying the technology subject. Now, what about technology and economic development? Nature has given every country of the whole world some natural resources. The extent to which each country utilizes the gift of nature depends what on the country mastery of technology. A country with a well-developed technology makes maximum use of its gift for the benefit of its what of its own people. A country with an undeveloped technology cannot make adequate use of its resources. It will sell its raw material at lower prices, and it will develop what? It will lower prices to developed country, and buy the end product at exorbitant prices from the same people who bought the raw material. A situation may arise where people have enough fertile land for agriculture, but they continue to depend on other people for food and clothing. Such people spend more money buying goods and services than they get from the raw materials themselves. This will give rise to a very poor state of economy. There will be sufficient food and clothing, poor shelter, poor health, inefficient means of transportation and communication, and ineffective internal and external security. A well-developed country or technology will make a flourishing oasis out of its desert through irrigation programs, where an undeveloped technology can make people starve in the Garden of Eden. A good educational system creates a sound base for the development of technology. If it is comprehensive and technology oriented, it encourages people to make use of both their brains and hands to acquire suitable knowledge and skills to design and produce methods and processes that will enable them to make maximum use of the resources for the benefit of the society. Please visit soccerrep.com for you to learn more about technological things, for you to learn more about technological words, for you to learn more about introductory technology. See you next time, and thank you very much.